Good evening everyone. I am C. Karthik Reddy. I am here to give a video presentation about files concept in C programming language. First of all, understanding files in C, a comprehensive guide. First of all, what is files and what what should they do? Files, which stores the data permanently, is called files. This presentation delves into the fundamental concepts and practical applications of files, input and output. In the C programming language, we will explore how C handling files, enabling programs to interact with the external environment, and it stores data and manage information persistently. Mainly, files is used to store the data permanently. Why file input output matters? Persistence and data management. File input and output is crucial for serious applications. It allows programs to store data beyond the program's execution. It stores the data of the program execution. Read configuration settings from external sources. It reads configuration settings from external sources. Process large data sets efficiently. It works efficiently. Exchange data with proper applications. It exchanges the data without file inputting out output. Program should be limited to allocated memory, losing all information upon termination. We should we should deal responsibly at files. If does if we do any mistakes, we lose our content. Types of files: text versus binary and their differences. Text files stores data as human readable characters. Each line typically ends with a new line character. Easy to inspect and edit with a text editor. Text files is nothing but which is understandable to the human is called text file. In text file, character oriented data, human readable data, platform dependent line endings should be there. Binary files. Binary files is nothing but zeros and ones. It is mission readable code. Store data in raw internal representation, not directly human readable, more efficient for storing complex and data structures and large amounts of numeric data. In binary files, byte oriented data, machine readable data, platform independent data representation. Binary is nothing but which is understandable to the system or computer. Opening and closing files. Fopen and fclose in action. The fopen function is used to open file and associate it with file pointer. Fopen is used to open the new file or file. This pointer is then used for all all subsequent input and output operations. Here below we have syntax. File star fp and fp equals to file fopen example within the bracket example dot txt w double quotation open for writing. Here we have one comment, open for writing. Conversely, the fclose function is essential for releasing system resources and ensuring all buffer data is returned to the file. Fclose is used to end the file. Always remember to close files to prevent data loss and resources leaks. Reading from files. If we want to read from files, we should know about fscan and fgets and fread. Read. Fscan reads formatted input from file similar to scanf, ideal for structured text data. Fgets reads as a of line of text from file, useful for reading character by character or line by line. Fgets reads a line how it reads like character by character or line by line. Fred freed read blocks of raw data binary file efficient reading structures or arrays. Writing to files fprint, fputs, and fwrite. If we want to write anything in files, we should know about fprint, fprintf, fputs, and fwrite. Fprintf writes formatted output to a file similar to print, excellent for generating human readable reports or logging. Fprint is used to write the data which is understandable to the human. Fput write a string to a file, simple and efficient for writing textual content. Fputs it involves strings or character typic data types. Fwrites write blocks of raw data to binary file, perfect for saving complex data structures and serializing objects. File pointers and modes navigation controlling access, which is it is read, and second one is write, third one is append, fourth one is r plus w plus a plus. The file pointer tracks your current position within a file. File modes indicate how the files is opening. Defining permissions like reading, writing, and appending. Understanding these modes visually critically for secure, efficient file access. Error handling in file operations. Robustness and debugging. File input and output operations can fail for various reasons. Sometimes files input and output operations can fail for various reasons. Example, file not found, permission issue. Robust programs must handle these errors gracefully. Key function. Ferror checks for error indicators set by input output operations. Foff checks the end of file indicator. Ferror P error prints a system error message based on error. Always check the return value of fopen and other file functions. A null pointer indicates an error. Advanced file concept, random access and buffering. Random access. All direct access to any point in a file using functions like fseek, ftell, and freewind, essential for large file database like structures. Random access is mainly essential for large files or database structures. Buffering. C file input or output uses buffer temporary memory areas to optimize performance. Functions like flush can force buffer data to be written to the file. Performance tuning. Understanding buffering can help in optimizing file performance, especially for frequently read-write operations. Best practices and common for ensuring data integrity. Always check return values, close files promptly, handle end of file, binary versus text mode, buffer management. Always check first of all, always check return values. Verify that file operations succeed to catch errors early. It catch the errors early. Close files promptly. It is used fclose. It uses fclose to release resource and prevent data corruption. Handle end of file EOF. Properly manage the end of the file condition to avoid infinite loops. It simply avoids the infinite loops. Binary versus text mode. Choose the correct mode of your data to prevent unexpected behavior, especially with line endings. Buffer management. Be aware of buffering when we use flush to critical wires. We should aware of them. Thank you.